¿Qué tal?
Hello, everybody.
What's the equivalent of guys in Spanish? Hola, mijos. Is that right? What's
Ragazzi, or something like that.
Fagazzi? Good evening, Deb, Sue, Steph Coleman. Come on, fire yourselves at us. Come on. Jessica Woodstock, Georgina Spencer, Diane Monty. We're a bit early tonight. Do you know why? Do you know why we're early tonight? Because we're effing knackered. Hola, hombres. Banyan. Now, a number of you were asking, why wasn't there a cookery live today? Nadia records her Loose Women on Wednesday, so and it wasn't this Monday just gone because it was a bank holiday. But yeah, under normal circumstances, it's Monday and Fridays at 4.
Yeah,
So there will be one
Monday's
this
fine.
Friday at 4. But how are you all feeling, guys? Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Mental mark. Mental marky.
What have you put in the title?
I've put in the title, Test and Trace System. Will it work? Will people observe it? Or is Boris Johnson a complete psychopath? What do you reckon, guys? So, yes or no, will Test and Trace the system work?
No.
They keep banging on about what an amazing achievement. They really are self-congratulatory, this government.
The scientists are saying that it will only reduce the rate of infection by 15% at best, between 5% and 15%. And the
God,
problem
that's
is, people don't trust the government at the moment.
God, we are blurry, aren't we? Look at that.
And as they were saying, we cannot, because we're not a police state, they can't force people to do test, trace and isolate.
Yeah.
It's totally on the goodwill of the people. And at the moment, people just... Who's going to engage in test, trace, isolate? Say yes or no.
So most people have said, no, it's not going to work.
Right.
Have you blocked me, Sue Johns? No, you're there.
You're there, Sue Johns.
Of course we haven't blocked you. We don't block.
We only block
We
rude
only
people.
block in extraordinarily rude situations or what I call repeat foundation nigglers. People who say this, used to be a real fan, but now I hate the way that. At which point, I'll give 3 chances, and if I hear, but I used to be a fan, isn't it a shame the way they're wearing sunglasses all the time? Gone. Because you know what I mean, passive aggressives. So no, Sue John, you absolutely haven't, because you wouldn't be here, wouldn't be able to read your comment if you were blocked. But test and trace system, will it work? You've said no. What did you just ask? Will you partake in it? Did you just ask that?
Yeah. Will you be a part of it? Remembering that if you are contacted and told that you've been near somebody with symptoms,
Yeah.
you then potentially could have to quarantine yourself for 14 days, not see anyone, not go to work, and it might be nothing.
Yeah.
No.
No, most people don't.
No.
I know the picture's a bit ropey. I think sometimes it's not even our Wi-Fi or your server, our server or your server. It's just sometimes, if you notice, it's clearing slowly. Just coming.
I mean, I've always said, no question, that test, trace and isolate is what we need to do, and that I would 100% get involved because if it saves the wider community, blah, blah, blah.
Welcome, Michelle
But the more
Davis.
I hear about it, the more it seems that you have to have the men on the ground, the men and women on the ground as well. So I want to see more of how it's actually going to work, because at the moment I'm really not very trusting of the government.
Holly's come off the fence, immunologist. Picture should be clear now. They can piss off. It's one rule for them and another for us. They can bugger off.
Oh.
Jesus, Holly. Piss off and bugger off to their nice second houses and to test their eyesight. But young people who are low risk can't. I mean, young people, the studies are showing, are so low risk. There is a compelling argument to say to most young people, run around the streets naked.
Listen,
Really?
Kiki went to meet her
Welcome,
friend
Julia Daly.
today
Welcome.
at Clapham Common, and we picked her up, and it was heaving.
Oh, so good.
And I said to her,
Heaving.
do you think that were most people social distancing though? And she said, no, nobody was social distancing.
No one.
She said boyfriends and girls were meeting up and were completely straight away, just making out, as she said.
Yeah.
There were great groups, huge groups of people, all just like jumping on each other. And she said there was zero social distancing.
Xander, we did see the footage of the guy killed in Minneapolis, wasn't it? Isn't that Minnesota and
We're
Minneapolis?
furious. We've been
it was
talking about it all evening.
So
The girls.
distressing.
Maddie's very upset about it as well.
So distressing. Yeah. So, okay, here's the thing. So, your best friend, Dr. Carol
Sikora.
was on the radio today, and I was listening to him, and he sounded a lot nicer today. You know, I had a bit of a problem with. He was a bit arsey the other day on the radio. I thought, you're a bit prim and proper, but he was really nice today. And he made the point that the app only works via Bluetooth. So I could be sat in one room, and someone could be in the room completely next to me, or in a car passing you, and your Bluetooth could pick it up and alert you to go into lockdown for 14 days because you passed someone who came, yes, within 2 meters or thereabouts, but there was a wall between you. So it doesn't actually allow. So I just think after Dominic Cummings is critical to this debate as to whether test and trace will work, because when everyone feels that he hasn't observed the rules.
Yeah, they
Once
want
we've all
everyone
done
else to pull together and say,
especially
you
after a
look after the
collective 9 weeks
community,
of having
and
done it.
I will never, ever forget this. I will never forget this, what they've done and the way that they... And with his hearing that he had today, Boris, they kept questioning him and he kept saying, can we just move on?
Hi,
I
Janice,
know the public are okay with this. Excuse me.
I know.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
8 out of 10 people believe that Dominic Cummings should resign. The Tories have had a fall in popularity that they haven't seen the like of since in the last decade. And he's standing there saying, I know the British public are behind this.
I thought I thought Boris Johnson looked like he'd been done over by the Albanian rugby team. Didn't you? He looked rough. His hair was ruffled.
I don't care what he looks like. I don't care what he looks like.
No, but he looks shambolic.
I don't give a shit about all that. I give a shit that he's talking for us and saying, I know the British public are okay about this. In what universe?
Yeah, I know.
It just makes me... I just don't know how to get over it. I'm just
Guys,
so cross with the lies.
Selena Lou Fogg, your comments are showing. Everyone who's saying that they've got problems with comments, all of your comments are showing. I think there must be...
Maybe it's something not showing on yours.
Well, no, there must be an update with YouTube, the app, maybe on some of your devices, because we're seeing all of your comments, and I can see it looks like everything seems to be running normally this end, I'm afraid.
Welcome Michelle Davis and Julia Daly to the family guests.
Yeah,
Welcome.
go to the Sunday Show playlist. You've got you've got more than 20. You've probably got 24 hours worth of footage. Get some matchsticks, pin your eyes open, and just watch us forever.
Yeah, well, there's definitely an update that some people have missed on, because we can see you saying that your comments are showing.
I think that's why people are weirdly thinking that no comments here. Kath Tugwell, we've got your comments.
We've got yours, Kath.
There's obviously a bit of an issue. Yeah, some.
Oh, hang on, Xander's saying you have to do...
Oh, hang on. You have to delete YouTube on your phone and reload it. Thank you, Xander. So it is kind of obviously a bug in the YouTube app. So yeah, will people observe it? No, I don't see how it's going to work. I genuinely don't see it working. I don't see it being the big solution. But here's the thing: that runs alongside that concept of all of that runs alongside the fact that I genuinely think the disease is petering out.
Somebody was scrolled up there, but they said they were feeling really, really hopeful.
Yeah,
they genuinely believe the pandemic's on its way out. And I agree. I feel now that doesn't mean that we shouldn't still social distance and wash our hands. No. But I truly believe now they should be letting people see loved ones, make their own decisions on how they social distance. As I always say, I'm lucky I've got my mum and dad next door, but people really haven't seen their parents in 3 months. It can't go on like this. Yeah. It just can't.
Angela Breaker, I actually like Boris. Not everybody feels like you do. I'm sure there are some people who like Boris. I liked Boris. Well, I didn't like him, but I was behind him until... I mean, surely I would challenge you slightly, Angela. Are you not feeling the blatant hypocrisy of the haves and the have-nots?
But do you like him, Angela? But you're troubled by the fact that they're lying. But you like him enough that you're okay with it because it's part of politics. Because that's what a lot of people might be feeling. Yeah. For me, I was actually behind him. We actually liked Boris when Boris was mayor. We were very unusual. It's not really about disliking Boris.
No.
I dislike the deceit over the last few days.
And the exceptionalism.
the fact that they think that they can say anything to us and we're going to believe it.
Yeah.
Who takes an eyesight by driving on a motorway with a 4-year-old?
And I also don't like, I really, really worry about their lack of compassion or being able to take the emotional pulse of the nation. I think it's all well and good. They might, he might be being a bit Churchillian. He might have been doing a bit of VE, wave a few flags. It's all a bit easy peasy, isn't it? At the end of the day, what we want is human connection. And there's none, zero, not from the Prime Minister, not from any of his underlings. But Sarah Hosking, I think they will release that we can tomorrow. So there's a lot of store being held in tomorrow. It's a big day.
Yeah, what they did say Thursday, when he made the announcement on Monday that markets and shops and schools and garden parties, he did say on Thursday we would get the details.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we've had to wait to Thursday. Maybe they were still looking at death rates. I don't know, but.
Yeah.
I mean, there was certainly, I'm quite hopeful about tomorrow. I think there might be a bit more leeway because what people want most, aside of markets and shops, is just to be able to see their family.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Do you think there will be another lockdown or wave in the winter this year, Sharon? If I'm really honest, I think it's gonna fizzle and burn. I think we should all stay as cautious as we can. That means queues, that means social distancing, that means outdoor pubs, all that sort of stuff. There's very, very strong soundings in his select committee grilling today that holidays really are going to be back on the table for late July. I mean, that's quite something.
Is that what they were saying in the committee?
Well, he made the strongest indication yet. And all of
Why? What did he say?
I don't know. They were just reporting it. And they just said that within it, he was talking about the very real possibility of being able to get people away on holiday and foreign holidays.
Disney World's opening in July, apparently.
Yeah, and I think it's the whole air bridge idea that they're really going to pursue. And certainly connections with countries where they are in control of their... I mean, the irony is this. All other countries in the world are going to have more of a control over the virus than us. So none of them are going to want us to travel to them.
Well, yeah, some countries are saying that, aren't they?
Do you know what I mean? I mean, I can almost...
Isn't it great about Northern Ireland?
Yeah, quite amazing. Quite amazing. Where's Scotland at? Scotland's in a good place, aren't they?
Scotland's in a good place.
Yeah, I mean,
London's in a good place at the minute.
Anthony Gray, I think our media are like spoilt children. They go on and on until they get their own way. The media wants Dominic Cummings to resign. It's the media that's keeping this in the news. Funnily enough, your opinion, Anthony, is very much... Welcome, Mary Lodhi. Your opinion, welcome, Anthony Gray, is... I did a social distance meetup with Nanny Di today. And she's of that opinion. Her initial fury was at the baying press wanting Dominic Cummings' scalp. I just think there have been appropriate times and inappropriate times for the press to go at something. I think the blatant disregard and exceptionalism and hypocrisy and inconsistency of what Dominic Cummings has done literally sticks in my craw.
I'm going to say something controversial now. Apparently, he's a brilliant brain.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, Boris would struggle without him.
That's what, again, what Nanny Di was saying.
I'm actually not calling for him to be sacked.
I wasn't,
or for him to resign. All I want is them to say, we're really sorry. This must feel really awful for all those people that did stick to the rules. And we will refund everybody that was fined for doing the same thing as Dominic Cummings did. I think for me, and I think for a lot of people, an apology would actually be enough.
But I was saying
Does anyone agree with that?
Yeah, a lot of people are just coming up with that now. I mean,
that's all I want.
Just
we fucked up.
All I said on the day,
on a lie on a lie.
All I said on the day was he needed to just show some understanding of how the optics on it didn't look good.
Yeah.
I'm sure he hasn't broken any rules by the letter of the law, but
other people have been fined for breaking
and
the
I think
same
if he
rule.
acknowledged
That's
that,
not fair.
I think there was a number of us who were willing to accept his story, but once you realised he was talking shit about the castle trip that was his wife's, but once you realised he just was picking and choosing his way around the rules, if he just said, look, yeah, exactly, if he just said a bit sorry,
I thought the same of the Scottish medical officer.
Yeah,
apparently
we
she
said
was
that.
Brilliant.
We didn't want her to resign, did we?
Apparently she was brilliant, and I said, I don't think she should resign at a time of a national crisis.
Yeah.
Make a big apology, that's enough. I'm not for getting people's scalps. And I think the same of Dominic Cummings.
He hasn't got a scalp.
No, but I think the same of him. Just say, I bent the rules.
Yeah.
That's it.
Who would, if you could go on holiday tomorrow?
I think they could stop it all if you did that.
Yeah, if you could go on holiday tomorrow, who would? Would you? Would you? Would you go on holiday abroad tomorrow if you could?
No, I don't feel safe enough to do that.
You don't. You don't want to go abroad
I'm not ready
this
for that
year.
kind of.
This year.
September I might.
Anyone willing to go abroad
But I don't
this year?
think I'd get on a plane without full mask and
Body condom.
the best.
Look, nearly everyone's saying no. Adam Octavian Dan Ruther, definite yes. It's the aircon, Christina. That's what worries me.
It's on the plane. The only way I could do it is if I had a medical grade mask.
I'm thinking of buying one of those suit of armour helmets.
Oxygen.
Like a helmet, sitting there with like a knight's helmet.
Yeah.
And a
Have you
shield.
seen those new, they're like spacesuit masks? They're 140 quid.
Yes.
So they give you a huge area
I
to
think
move
you'd
your
look
head.
great in one of those.
And it zips round all the way round.
Bit of cleavage.
Mark.
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 Marky Mark.
It's me, I'm Kathy,
No,
and
great.
I'm home now.
Show them your t-shirt.
So cold in your window. Oh, I'm really happy.
Show them your t-shirt.
International Women's Day after day after day after day after day after day.
King Kong and his dong.
He is ding dong.
Nipple, nipple.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Ding dong,
Ding
diggly dong.
dong.
So you would all go on. Would you go on? Who would go on holiday within the UK to Cornwall if they'd have us?
Me.
Yeah, but a lot of places don't want visitors.
Now, obviously, if they had us, if it was still like, please don't go to Cornwall, I wouldn't go to Cornwall. But if we were allowed to go to Cornwall, I mean, let's not forget, Cornwall
No,
is
lots
actually
of snows.
quite a struggling county financially. If everybody stops going to Cornwall, they will struggle for a whole year because it's all based on tourism. So as soon as Cornwall said you can come back, I would be.
Yeah,
That's
if
the
the whole
first
of
place I'd
Cornwall,
go.
if the whole of Cornwall waved a flag and said "come,"
I would go
I'd
there
charge
tomorrow.
down there on a motorbike. How would you get there
Oh, I
faster?
don't know. I just
Would you
plane.
run?
And a
Or would you
helicopter.
skip? I think I'd get on a motorbike.
Oh my God, I'd do anything to be in Cornwall now. Anything.
Jeannie Kyle has booked for London for end of July. That's interesting. You never think of London as a
No, we
as,
don't
as,
think
a,
of
as
that,
a
do we?
British
Because we live
tourist.
in it. We can't think of anyone.
I travel around London. I think, who wants to look at this shit and all? Who wants to look at that shit? What about that shit? Who wants to look at that shit?
Loose gnome, sensible people are more than welcome to come to Cornwall.
Are we sensible?
Are we sensible?
Is Gordon Ramsay sensible?
I really am quite excited about tomorrow's announcement. Is anyone else excited or nervous?
Can I say what I'm feeling?
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little bit nervous because I think they're going to force people to make really difficult choices. Does anyone agree? I don't think I tell you what, they've never made a decision that's been simple, straightforward and easy. I think tomorrow we're going to have a whole host of other complications. We're all going to be sat here tomorrow night going, I don't know, what are we going to do? Someone was asking if we're going to stop doing the channel when lockdown finishes.
No.
We're just getting going, baby.
Oh, look, that worked. Thanks, Xander. Somebody there saying that it worked when they reloaded. So if you're having trouble and you're not seeing the comments, you've got to delete YouTube and then redo it.
Xander's on a bender tonight.
Sarah Walker is nervous in case they don't open nurseries.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about everything anymore. I don't know how I feel about anything anymore. I don't know how I feel about anything. Do you? How do you feel?
I don't know.
Sing your Wrigley Spearmint Gum song. It's very good. Use your prop. It's over there. See who remembers this. You ready? Steady. Action.
Wrigley Spearmint Gum, 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 Wrigley Spearmint Gum. Carry the big fresh flavour. Wrigley Spearmint Gum, 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 Wrigley Spearmint Gum. It's really made Kiki laugh this every
Does anyone know? Does anyone
All
remember
our friends
that?
are singing it now.
Does anyone remember
Wrigley
that?
Spearmint Gum, 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 Wrigley Spearmint Gum. Carry the big fresh flavour. Does anyone remember it? Mark,
Didn't realise that was 8 inches. Sorry.
does anyone remember it?
Does anyone remember it? Yes, Kathy
Did
B.
you have any tea, Mark?
I haven't had my tea yet, but I want to
Do
feel.
you remember? Give me mint cracknel and I don't care. Give me mint cracknel and I don't care. Give me mint cracknel and I don't care. Get me main cracked on and I don't care.
Just doing this to contain my thoughts.
Shake and back and put the freshness back. Do the shake and back and put the freshness back. Come on, give us another jingle. What do you...
Hang on.
No.
Everyone's a fruit and nutcase.
La 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 la.
What was the one your dad was in? The martini one.
Cinzano.
How did that go?
Cinzano Bianca.
Didn't he do the one with Joan Collins when Leonard Rossiter when it flung all over him?
Yeah.
Was he in that?
Have a look for it. Look up
Oh
the
my
old
God, I feel
Cinzano
lightheaded.
ad with Leonard Rossiter and Joan Collins, and you'll
Can you
see
get
my
this
dad
off?
as a waiter.
Please get this off.
As the barman. What's another famous advert?
Oh God.
Washing
A
machines.
finger of
live longer
fudge is
with-
just enough to
Hang
give
on.
your
I
kids
was
a
in the
treat.
middle of
Janine
one.
Emery.
Washing machines live longer with Calgon.
That's not as good as a finger of fudge
It's
is just enough to give your kids a treat.
A finger of fudge is just enough until it's time to eat.
It's full of natural goodness, Cadbury goodness, and very
small and neat.
neat.
A finger of fudge is just enough to give your kids a treat.
What was the Hovis advert?
Only the crumbliest, flakiest chocolate.
I'm going to give you something and you have to eat. You have to eat it like she eats
chocolate never tasted before.
You have to eat it.
I wanted to be the gypsy girl.
I wanted you to be the gypsy girl. Eat the
No,
flake.
I'm not doing that.
Eat the flake.
Go
like she
to hell.
ate
I am not doing that and having
Eat
a
the flake.
screenshot. Nope.
And having a screenshot.
Only the crumbliest, flakiest. I'm a secret lemonade.
Oh, I'm good at this. Oh, wait.
Secret
Lemonade drinker. Oh, wait. I'm a trying to give it up, but it's one of those nights. Oh, wait. And then he'd go like this. Oh, wait, lemonade. She's a secret lemonade drinker. Fucking hell. What's happened to us? Turkish Delight.
Oh, what was that?
Nuts or hazelnuts, Cadbury
We take
takes them and they
they
put them into chocolate. Well done, Bernie B.
Lived for a totally tropical taste.
Bongo, they drink it in the jungle.
I don't know that one.
And they take it in bongo.
Nimble real bread but lighter. Oh, what
When smash makes smash, Milky Bar Kid is strong and tough. You gotta
only
kick
the
him in,
best
he's
is
funny
good
enough.
She flies like a bird in the sky.
Do you remember Luton
That was
Airport?
Nimble. She flies like a bird in the sky.
What's
It's
Nimble?
so light. It was a light bread. You'd eat it and it was like, oh my God, I've just had some air.
Mint Aero melting, so in the new Narrowbot fridge. Hey?
Oh, mash get smashed.
Lips smacking, thirst quenching.
Quenching.
Do you remember the one that was like, what's up?
That's when I hate you so much.
You
shout
hate
in
me?
my ear.
That's not very nice, is it?
Oh my God. Well, I have got tinnitus because of
I
you.
don't know why you talk to me like that all the time in public. It's really annoying. Really upsets me. I don't know if it upsets anyone else, but it really upsets me.
I used to be in the Oxo ads. Orangina. What was the Orangina? Kiora to Orangey.
Do you remember the advert? Oh,
Free Spirit.
Yeah, do you
Kiora
remember
to
the
Orangey
cues?
for crows.
what was the
Love
one
that.
with the ho 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 green giant?
Giant.
That was just it, wasn't
Yeah. Ho, 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 green giant.
it? Topic. What was it? What has the
Milky Bar
hazelnut in
Kid
every?
is strong enough.
done that.
The Milky Bar
Trio.
Kid is...
Trio Nescafe ad. Oh yeah, do you remember Nescafe ads? There was always the new Nescafe ad.
Triangular toffee with triangular peas and triangular toffee with triangular knees.
Do you remember
That was
Penguin?
Totoro.
Pick up a penguin, a beautiful penguin. Pick up a penguin.
Oh, don't.
What?
It's making me want a penguin.
Milk Tray. How did Milk Tray go? Guys, you have to check out on my documentary on BBC iPlayer, Life is Sweets, where we had all these old adverts for all these old sweets. It was with Nigel Slater. Nigel Slater's Life is Sweets. It's on YouTube somewhere. Penguin, they were great. Do you remember Chewits? Do you remember the Chewits adverts? Club Biscuit. Do you remember Club Biscuit?
If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club.
Which was your favourite flavour?
Orange.
Oh, mine was the raisin one.
Orange.
Raisins, what a surprise. The Milk Tray Man. Was it the Milk Tray Man or the Black Magic Man?
The Milk Tray Man.
It was the Milk Tray Man. Oh, club. Lilt.
All because the lady loves Milk Tray.
A reenactor, Lilt. Lilt.
Lilt for the totally tropical taste.
You're right. Oh, there you go. We thought we'd do a rendition of some nostalgic.
That wasn't planned.
Sweet adverts. Now I'm going to snog her face off camera.
Oh, that's horrible.
No.
What a horrible thing to say.
Why is that horrible?
I'm going to snog her face
All right, I'll
off.
say it nicely.
You can't say it
I'm going to
nice.
put her to bed and I'm going to stroke her forehead with milk.
Ooh. Oh my God.
She's high, mate. Yeah, I know.
Lynn Aoki, I'd like to give the world a Coke. Oh, what was that? Coke, I'd like to give the world a Coke. And they used that song from someone else.
Whoa, this spit it out. You're getting on my nerves now.
Like to give.
Really doing my name.
Oh, what's the tune? Because they used another tune from somebody else. The Coke ad. Anyway, guys,
Yes.
we gotta go with.
So tomorrow night we're going to sing songs from the theme tunes of famous 70s and 80s series, from Hill Street Blues to Cheers.
Think of
Okay?
programs that you give us a. And welcome
Give us-
everyone to New Family Guest. I gotta go better.
Give us a
Tea-time.
Goodbye.
Night, everybody.
Good night. See you for coffee in the morning. We love you. I couldn't do a vlog. I was so
Bye.
exhausted. I
Too tired.
couldn't do it. Do you understand me? Do you understand?